Hi, welcome to this week's episode. I am so excited to share this topic of conversation with you today, which is how I create passive income selling courses online, which is just one of the most life-changing skills and has given me so much freedom in my life and in my business. It's made me so much money and has allowed me to impact so many people through the work that I am the most passionate about sharing with the world. So whether you are already doing this and looking for tweaks to make it even easier and more profitable, or if you're new to creating online courses, this will be super valuable for you. And I love to take a simple approach where I spend the least amount of time, have the most amount of impact, and make sure I'm getting paid for the work that I'm doing. So I'm going to share that exact process with you today. And for me, the most incredible part of being a coach is being able to impact others while getting exactly what I want and need from life. And that's exactly the way that I run my business, and which is why it just brings me so much joy, so much fulfillment, and I absolutely adore the ways that I'm making money. So one of my all-time favorite ways to do that is through creating and selling courses online. So I want to share how I've been doing it in my business in a way that's been very simple, super fun, in a way that I always get paid as I'm creating my offers, and then how I turn them into self-study courses that continue to earn me money with very minimal extra work. So when I started working as a copywriter, I discovered you truly can make a business out of anything. I have seen the full spectrum and range of business ideas, from magic wands to garden design to pretty much everything in between. So as long as you can learn how to package and communicate and sell how you help people in the offer, you literally can sell anything that you are excited to teach. There are no limits. I have seen it all in the 1,000+ clients that I had when I was a copywriter, helping people to sell their online offers and services. So whatever it is that you are most passionate about teaching in your business, just know that if you have found something valuable, then for sure others will. And that's pretty much the only parameters that you need to follow. Follow your inspiration, let loose. If you are excited to talk about it and sell and help people with it, then do it. So the number one rule, pretty much the only rule, is do not overthink it. This is really key. And it's very easy to overthink. We can get so into it, like the subject that you're teaching on, or how to do it, or how to deliver it. And, there are so many different models out there and different ways of doing things. And you can have all the bells and whistles. You can have an extremely complex way to communicate, launch, sell, and deliver your course. That is not what I'm about. If you want to spend loads of time and put in tons and tons of hours and tons of work and pay lots of money and invest in platforms and invest in team to help you and do it really the fancy way, by all means, set your heart on fire and go for it if that is exciting to you. But what's exciting to me is to have freedom in my life outside of my business. And so because of that, I choose the most simple ways that deliver massive impact to my clients and get the job done with as minimal work as possible. So if that is interesting to you, then listen in and take some notes. So here's my story in how I have evolved with program creation and course creation. So the first program that I turned into a self-study course was a program called Create Money the Fun Way. And I initially ran this as a live group coaching program where I created weekly audio trainings that I hosted on SoundCloud that delivered the exact money mindset tools and practices that I used to double my income 3 years in a row and to start hitting 10 and 20K months in my business. So that's really what inspired this course. Is as I first started having those 5-figure months, I was like, oh, this stuff really works. This is really powerful. This is changing my life. I need to get this into the hands of more people. I'm super passionate and excited to teach this. And that's pretty much how all of my course ideas go. Once I've created a result for myself and I've embodied a particular way of doing something. I found a way that works for me, that I feel is really valuable and powerful and life-changing for others, then obviously I'll create the course around that. And I actually think it's such a powerful way to work, to do that as you are creating that result, as you've recently created that result, because you're really reflecting on what has worked. And a lot of those tools and skills and practices are still very fresh in your awareness. And you haven't, because once you move past that phase, then you really start to embody them at a level where it's just who you are and it's just a part of the way that you're doing, because you've embodied those things so deeply. So it's actually, I find, an amazing time to teach when it's kind of a fresh result that you have created for yourself, because the struggle is still fresh in your mind of what you went through and what you had to change and the challenges that you went through, and exactly which conversations helped you to get to that result. So once I feel really inspired about something and I get the idea about it, then I'll firm up the details as I write the sales page. So I'll decide on the idea, like the basic hit of inspiration, the outline, like the main pieces of the course, how I want to deliver it, the topics and that type of thing. And then I'll use writing the sales page as an opportunity to really think through the decisions of like the details, the dates, how I'm delivering it, exactly what we're going to go into in each of the main topics, really who this is for and at what stage in the journey, which client am I speaking to attract into that offer. And even before I finish the sales page, I start promoting it, because I love when you have that hit of inspiration. That's like the juiciest, most energetically magnetizing time to be sharing that with people, because you're so excited about it and it's really fresh and it's really alive for you. So channel that passion into your sales and your marketing. Allow other people to get excited along with you about your program. That is like the most magnetic time for me, I find. So I love to start promoting it. I love to start creating buzz and awareness and letting people know that this opportunity is going to be coming as I'm writing the sales page behind the scenes and, locking in all of those details. So I am actually selling and enrolling clients into the course before I've even created a single piece of course material beyond the sales page. So I am getting paid to create. And that's always the way that I've always been. I think mostly out of necessity, because I've always needed the money. I've never had like a chunk of money just available to invest in developing something or setting something up. So it's always been a requirement for me. And I'm actually grateful that that's the way that I started my business, because why not? Why not continue to get paid? Why not, be paid for the stuff that you're developing and creating and the work that you're doing? Like, that's a really incredible foundational belief and way to be living your life. So it's a lean way and it's a focused way, and it actually, I find, makes more of an impact than overthinking things and really focused on things behind the scenes, which at the end of the day aren't helping people. Get your work into the hands of people, be paid for it. Let that exchange happen as soon as possible in the process. So, then once I've enrolled people in and I start teaching, I create the content as I go, influenced and inspired by the people who are enrolled in that program. So they kind of become my inspirational muse for the content that I'm creating, above the initial decisions I've made around the content focus. So it's really easy to create that way, I find, when you're focused on supporting real people rather than just an idea or a concept or an avatar of a person. So I love when you allow people to ask questions, and seeing what they are really going through at this stage of the journey just makes it really easy for me to make decisions about which pieces to focus on beyond the initial concepts and teaching points. It's a super fun, inspiring, collaborative, co-creative process. And I always get so many new ideas along the way for extra pieces of content or bonuses that are super valuable for my clients. And that's just a really powerful hack for like not overthinking what you're going to put in your course, because it becomes so clear for you when you're in relationship to the people that you are creating it for. So once the course is wrapped up, I'll either run it live again when I feel like it, or I will launch it without the live support, so without live calls, and I'll transition all of the content to self-study. So now Create Money the Fun Way has been available to buy now as a 12-week course, as I ran it before, but now just with audio trainings and the bonuses and obviously the homework and the framework that's included in the content. So people can still benefit from this course, even though I'm no longer running it live. They get all the knowledge, they get a framework to move through the course, just like in the live round, but they also get it at a lower price. So now I sell this course often to people who reach out to me, but maybe feel like they're not quite ready for the other courses that I'm focused on launching and enrolling people into. And it's actually the perfect place to start for a lot of people, because it was the exact transformation that I went through at the beginning of my coaching business. And it lays the integral foundations for the mindset that got me where I am today in my dream 6-figure coaching business. So even a lot of my current clients, sometimes I'll do special offers for them on this course because I want them to have it. I want them to be embodying these lessons and to be using these tools, because they really do make all the difference. And you can just never have too much mindset, in my opinion, even though I do include it in my other courses as well. This is such an in-depth money mindset program. I find it's the perfect place for so many people to start. And it's even I go through the content again myself repetitively, because there's always another layer, right? There's always another layer of wealth. There's always another layer of freedom, and they are the same tools that get you there. And also, once people are in the course, when they're buying it self-study, I'll offer options for people to upgrade within the course. So they can buy a boxer package or a one-on-one session at special program rates. So they can access more support from me and ask me questions, and, obviously have my support to help them integrate whatever's coming up for them throughout the course as well. So it's so great to have that content there for clients that no longer requires any more work from me other than sending them a link to buy. And then the course delivery is all automated in an email campaign. So that's literally the only work I have to do to make the same amount of money each time for somebody to enroll in the course, is literally just making sure they get the link and then they sign up and then they buy. And then obviously, unless they upgrade to the one-on-one or boxer private message support, then that obviously does require more work for me, but I'm also getting paid more on top of that as well. So this is one of my absolute favorite ways to make money. And I have since done the same thing with the program that I made after, which was Tell Stories That Sell, which I created in the same way. Initially, I ran it live. Then I transitioned it to a self-study course. But this time I included a Facebook group where anyone who joins can ask questions. And I do run live Q&As, and I'll do copy reviews, as this course is focused on authentic content marketing, along with every other tool, skill, and process that was required to get me to 6 figures in my coaching business. So this is basically the next part of my transformation that I went through. Once I have, I'd created 6 figures in my coaching business and really understood all of the key pieces that I had embodied to be able to get there, then I included all of that in this course. And that includes outsourcing, scheduling, energy management, money mindset, social media strategy, program creation, and content strategy. So this course has since become the foundational material that all of my higher level clients also get access to in my Mastermind Freedom Club, and also my private coaching clients as well. And that was really my intention behind the course, is that I wanted to put everything I knew my clients would need to create their dream 6-figure coaching business into one course. And then I can refer them to the relevant sections for them as we work together. Then we can focus our one-on-one time on the stuff that really moves the needle, like the mindset work and creating a tailored strategy for them, versus using our call time for teaching or sharing my journey. I love getting sales throughout the year from these courses that I created, and to know that so many more people can also benefit from what I teach and start creating more dream clients and making more money in their dream business at a fraction of the cost of working with me in my high-level mastermind or one-on-one offers. And I get to help them while earning thousands of dollars without having any extra appointments on my schedule. Just let that sink in for a moment. This is really the incredible thing that selling online courses gives you. And that's why I'm so excited to be having this conversation and sharing this with you, because I want that for you. And this is just one of the most foundational building blocks in creating more freedom financially, but also time, freedom as well. So online courses are freaking amazing. And I hope that this has inspired you to create and sell a course around whatever you are most passionate to teach in your business right now. And I have a special New Year bonus for you because I love to take care of my people. I appreciate you. And I wanted to share that if you happen to be interested in joining either Create Money the Fun Way or Tell Stories That Sell, I will gift you a 3-day Boxer support package. So you can ask me questions and I can coach you over private message at any point during the program. So message me on Facebook or Instagram or email me at sarah@withsarahmac.com to book that in with me. And if you would like to learn the exact action plan that I follow to market, launch, deliver, and sell my courses to a constant stream of dream clients, this is exactly the work we do inside Freedom Club, which is my 6-month mastermind, which is the place for creatives who are ready to make their six-figure business dreams a reality. So go to withsarahmac.com under the Work With Me tab for full details on that. Thank you so much for listening, and I'm wishing you a very happy and abundant year ahead.
For more inspirational content, head over to my website, withsarahmac.com, and please support the show by liking, commenting, and subscribing.